All right. You better be good at school today, okay?
Hey, Mary Ann, can you make me co-host, please?
You can Hello, am I in the right spot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Today is December 20th, 2023. This is courtroom number 1. I am Judge Martin. Today's docket is exclusively landlord tenant cases. If you do not have a landlord tenant case, you are in the wrong place. What you can do is send a chat or a message to court staff and they will help you get where you are supposed to be. That's number 1. Number 2, if you see an invitation from court staff to go into a breakout room, please go there. At about 9:15, my secretary will lock the Zoom meeting, which means that no one else will be admitted. We will play a short video that explains the rights you have available to you this morning. After the viewing of that video, I will go down the docket, call the cases. If you have applied for rental assistance, your case will be adjourned to December 27th, which is next Wednesday. Back here at this same Zoom ID number, we'll give you a time. For those of you who have not applied for rental assistance, the next thing that will happen is that you will be sent into a breakout room to speak to the attorney or representative for your landlord. If you reach an agreement with that person, when you come out of the breakout room, we will place that agreement on the record. If you have not reached an agreement, we will adjourn your case over to that same December 27th date. We will give you a time when you come out of the breakout room. We have a few minutes before the video starts. So what I'd like to do is check in with the attorneys to see if any of the cases have been dismissed. Mr. Schlesinger, if any of the cases been dismissed in the last, let's say, 3 days?
I do not believe so, Your Honor. I think I've got 4 that are on the docket and 4 ready to go.
Mr. Katz, have any of your cases been dismissed in the last 3 days?
I can give you some case numbers, and I think there are a few.
Thank you, sir.
Case number 852. Case number 854, Tennyson. Case number 2884, Blaylock. 2886, Barksdale. 2888, Davis. 2889, Beer Camp. And 2890, Wells.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we did submit those e-file, but it probably has not hit the system yet.
They weren't on my file. They weren't on base yesterday afternoon when I went through the files.
No problem.
I also see that there are representatives here from Lakeshore Legal Aid. For those of you appearing this morning that would like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore, we can get you connected with them before you go in to speak with your landlord's attorney or representative.
Yes,
We still have a few moments before we run the video and lock the courtroom. Ms. McLemore and Mr. George.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I wasn't sure if there was a certain configuration or setup that you needed to meet with tenants. This is the first time I've seen you on our first hearing docket.
I would say that if we could perhaps have a couple breakout rooms or a few breakout rooms available. And if we could have co-host abilities.
Absolutely. I see you, I see Brett Balling, Jessica Becker.
Yes. So actually, I guess, yeah. So if we could have maybe a waiting room and then two intake rooms or 2 rooms for each of our, one for each legal assistant.
Well, Ms. McLemore, what we'll do is, Marianne, we'll make number 12 the Lakeshore waiting room, and then 13, 14, and 15 can be their meeting rooms, however they want to do it. I don't know if you can rename them right now, but at least for our purposes.
Yeah, I
cannot.
No, I cannot.
That's okay. Then we'll just make our own notes that 12 is their waiting room, 13, 14, and 15 are their meeting rooms, And if you would give them co-host ability so that they are able to move people around, it's still only 9:11. It looks like everyone is checked in. Thank you, Marianne.
And thank you, Your Honor.
Well,
You're welcome, ma'am. We have a couple of moments still. Marianne, what's the status? I see a note for Mr. Hudson that he's not on the docket.
I don't have that note. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know who labeled him like that. Mr. Hudson,
Yes,
how are you this morning, sir?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I am super. Listen, the way the court staff have you labeled indicates that you're not on the docket.
I'm not sure what that means.
Do you have your notice to appear for the court date?
Yeah, it says 9 o'clock Wednesday, December 20th.
Okay. I see you on here. I'm not sure why they have you labeled incorrectly. That's 2302861.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we have a problem. I thought I saw Jack. Mr. Schlesinger, this is one of your cases.
Yeah.
It's
Mr.
not on the
Hudson-
docket, but it's on the ROA.
That's interesting. Yeah, I've got the notice to appear and there is an outstanding balance though, so I think he's properly here.
He is supposed to be here. We're approaching the time that we will be locking this Zoom meeting so that no one else will be admitted. Anyone who is not here at 9:15 will be deemed late. When your case is called, please be able to turn your videos on and turn your audios on, but I'm gonna have you mute yourselves for right now because we will be playing the video. But when your case is called, I want to be able to see you as I want you to be able to see me.
Could you please check and see if I'm in the right room? It's for Brookdale Farms. Steve Robinson is my attorney.
He represents you, ma'am.
Yes.
You asked earlier.
You're in the right place, ma'am.
Okay,
You're in the right place.
Okay.
Just mute yourself, please.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Robinson is here.
Okay.
Marianne, it's 9:15. If you will be kind enough to lock the room and prepare the video.
Welcome to the 34th District Court. Please listen carefully for information about your rights and resources that may be available to assist you. Please have paper and a pen handy. You have the right to hire an attorney to represent you. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you may qualify for legal aid assistance. There may be a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid available today to speak with you, or you can contact them at 888-783-8190. You have the right to have your case heard in the proper venue. If the property is not located in the 34th District, you can ask the court to transfer your case to the district where the property, or any part of it, is located. You have the right to demand a jury trial. If you want a jury trial, you must tell the court today or make the demand in writing within 5 days of today's hearing. You can use Form MC-22 Jury Demand and file it with the court. You must pay $50 when you make your demand, or within 5 days of the court advising you of this right. You do not have to pay the jury fee if you have asked the court to waive fees and the court has approved your request under MCR 2.002. If your landlord has asked for you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent, you may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, MDHHS, a local coordinated entry agency, a housing assessment and resource agency, or a federal help for homeless veterans program. You should have received information on local rental and housing assistance with the summons. You do not need a judgment against you to receive help from the places listed above. A copy of the summons and complaint from your case are enough. If your case is for non-payment and you have already applied for assistance from one of these agencies, be sure to let the court clerk or the judge know when your case is called. You will be required to submit written proof to the court within 5 days of today's hearing. Your landlord-tenant case can be resolved in a number of ways. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through a Michigan or local community dispute resolution program. You can find a program at courts.my.gov/CDRP. You may also reach an agreement with the landlord that will mean the case gets dismissed. A conditional dismissal is possible when approved by all parties. You can use Form DC 508, Consent Order for Conditional Dismissal, Landlord Tenant, and file it with the court. Information about your other rights and the legal process is available through Michigan Legal Help at www.michiganlegalhelp.org. Additional information on legal resources, housing assistance programs, and court forms are available on our website at www.mi34thdistrictcourt.com/department/civil. Thank you for your attention. Your case will be called shortly.
This is 2302267 LT, Singh versus Shorter.
Yes, this is Mr. Singh.
And I'm
Mr.
here
Singh
too.
and Ms. Shorter, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Shorter, have you made application for rental assistance?
Yes, I have, but they keep denying me because they said that I needed a summons from the court.
Okay, ma'am, you have a summons now. Have you applied since you received the summons in this case?
No, I'm gonna reapply today once I get the summons.
Okay, Ms. Shorter, what we'll have you do right now is go into a breakout room with Mr. Singh. You'll discuss the case when you come out. If you have an agreement, we'll take it on the record. If not, we will adjourn the matter. If you do file an application for rental assistance, there is a form that you'll need to submit with the court that allows us to stay these proceedings, okay?
Okay.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you speak to your landlord?
No.
Okay, Mary Ann, if you would get them moved, please. Mr. Robinson, 2302261 LT, Brookdale Farms versus Alyssa Blackwell.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Good morning.
Ms. Blackwell, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go in with Mr. Robinson?
No, thank you.
Mr. Robinson, please go into a breakout room with Ms. Blackwell. Ms. Blackwell, if you reach an agreement with Mr. Robinson, we'll take it on the record. Otherwise, the case will be adjourned over till December the 27th. We'll give you a time when you come out of the breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 2302703 LT, Sandra Maljat versus Sammy Mosley.
Yes,
State your name, please.
Sandra Maljat.
Ms. Maljat, we show that there was service made by posting for this case.
Yes,
We don't show, we're not having a response from Sammy Mosley.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna show up.
Ma'am, we're required to adjourn this case over. That adjourn date will be December 27th, next Wednesday at 1:30.
December 22nd at 1:30.
27th, 27 at 1:30. Yes, ma'am. We'll mail notice out to you. Other than that, ma'am, you're free to go. Have a good day. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thank you. This is 2302736 LT Hubert Yancey versus Carl Johnson.
Yes, this is Hubert Yancey.
Mr. Yancey, are you expecting Mr. Johnson this morning?
No, I didn't expect him this morning. I didn't see him at all.
Personal service was made in this matter. His case was scheduled at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:22 by the court's clock. How would you like to proceed, sir?
Evict him.
I'm sorry?
I wanted to evict him.
How much rent is due, sir?
He doesn't pay rent. He was supposed to help out the household, and he never did. And it's been 10 months. And
Sir, this was filed as a non-payment of rent case.
but yes, yeah, he said he filed as a non-payment of rent because we didn't charge him no rent or nothing for anything.
I'm sorry, Mr. Yancey,
Carl
he who?
Johnson. Yeah, I didn't charge him anything, just for bills.
Mr. Yancey,
Yes,
how much rent was he supposed to pay?
$300 a month towards the house, just to help my aunt and them keep the bills and utilities going. And
How much money is due as of today's date, sir?
all of it.
What's the dollar amount, Mr. Yancey?
$3,300.
Sir, the court will grant a default judgment for you showing rent of $3,300. You are allowed to collect your court costs. Step out of that room, use that door on your left, go around to the counter. Court staff will help you file that default judgment, okay?
How long does he have till he has to be out?
Mr. Yancey, court staff will help you complete the form.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a good day, sir. 2302853 LT Maxwell versus Mariah Carey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Good morning.
State your name, please.
Mariah Carey.
Ms. Carey, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you speak to Mr. Katz this morning?
No.
Ma'am, the next thing that'll happen is that you'll get moved into a breakout room with Mr. Katz. If you come to an agreement with him, we'll place it on the record.
Okay.
Two 2302855 LT Maxwell versus Julian Marshall.
Yes.
State your name, sir.
Julian Marshall.
Mr. Marshall, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No, I haven't.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid this morning before you speak to Mr. Katz?
No.
Mr. Marshall, excuse me, you'll be moved into a breakout room. Mr. Katz will be there shortly to discuss your case with you, okay? If you reach an agreement when you come out, we'll place it on the record.
Okay.
Thank you. 2302857 LT Maxwell versus Elizabeth Murphy.
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to open my camera up.
State your name for me, ma'am.
Elizabeth Murphy.
Ms. Murphy, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go in and speak to Mr. Katz?
No, I'm good.
Then ma'am, you'll be moved into a breakout room. Mr. Katz will be there shortly.
Thank you.
Two 2302885 LT Pinewood Circle versus Queen Gregory. Did Mr. Katz leave? That's the opposite of what I said to do. 2302847 LT Concord Club versus Cheeks and Powell. You're muted, Mr. Schlesinger.
Thanks, Judge. Sorry, Mark Schlesinger for plaintiff.
Coran Cheeks or Dashi Powell? This case was scheduled at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:26 by the court's clock. The defendants have failed to appear. How would you like to proceed, Mr. Schlesinger?
Judge, to the extent that we have done the second mailing, we request that a default judgment for possession enter.
Rent to retain?
7,000, let's see here, including court costs, $7,408.26.
You'll have to break those numbers apart, Mr. Schlesinger.
I got $7,091.76 unpaid rent and $316.50 court costs. Total to retain possession, $7,408.26.
Thank you. You'll note for the record that there was court mailing done and posting of the property. Default judgment shall enter in the amount requested by the plaintiff. This is 2302849 LT Wesley Townhomes versus Joyce Roberson. I note your appearance, Mrs. Schlesinger.
Mark Schlesinger for plaintiff.
Joyce Roberson.
But you know what, Judge? I thought you said that one was dismissed. I thought you said within the past 3 days. We had sent the dismissal in on 12/8. So I apologize for not informing the court.
No worries. It wasn't showing on base yesterday. Thank you.
Okay.
2302850 LT Wesley versus Oriande Quates.
Mark Schlesinger for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Quates.
Hi, good morning, Judge.
Okay. State your name for me, please.
Ariane Quates.
Ms. Quates, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No, ma'am.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid this morning before you speak to your landlord's attorney?
No, ma'am.
Then, ma'am, you'll be moved into a breakout room. Mr. Schlesinger will be there shortly to discuss your case with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. This is 2302858 LT Wesley Townhomes versus Kelly Borum.
858 Judge, that one we also dismissed again. It was more than 3 days ago. That was dismissal was sent in 12/1, it looks like.
Thank you, Mr. Schlesinger. 2302859 LT Wesley versus Gloria Chapman.
Same thing, Judge, dismissed on 12/1.
Two 2302860 LT Wellesley versus Akila Parker.
Dismissed on 12/1, Judge.
Ms. Parker, were you able to hear that?
Yes. So I thought
your case is
it's been dismissed because I thought because I received the thing today saying that I needed to be here for 12:20 at 9 o'clock, but then I know I also still owe for December though, because I spoke. I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
No. Your notice is shows that your case number is 2302860 LT.
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Schlesinger is here from Mr. Rabbit's office. He's indicated on the record that the case has been dismissed. At the end of the docket, I'll put a note in the case as well that it's been dismissed.
Okay.
You're free to go, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Schlesinger, that's it for you if you want to move into a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, you know what? How about Mr. Hudson?
Oh, thank you. 2302861 LT.
Yes.
Mr. Hudson, good morning, sir. Have you made application for rental assistance?
No.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go into a breakout room with Mr. Schlesinger?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get you moved into a breakout room with Lakeshore. Mr. Robinson, do you have an agreement?
We do, Your Honor, but
I'm
not sure if Ms. Blackwell knew how to get back.
She's here.
I'm back in here.
Oh, she is. Oh, okay.
This is 2302610 LT Brookdale Farms versus Alyssa Blackwell.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Steve Robinson appearing on behalf of Brookdale Farms. had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Blackwell. She agrees that rent in the amount of $4,934, $145 in court fee for a total of $5,079. Judge, I believe the writ date is January 2nd. Is that correct? I think because of the.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is.
I've explained to Ms. Blackwell, she has 3 days to come back to court and ask the court to set that aside pursuant to court rule.
Ms. Blackwell, were you able to hear Mr. Robinson just now?
Yes.
Was that your understanding and agreement?
Yes.
That a total of $5,079 is due and owing?
Correct.
And ma'am, you understand the rights you be waiving this morning by entering that consent judgment?
Yes.
And that's how you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Because you appear by Zoom, there's not a signed consent judgment. Have you authorized Mr. Robinson to sign your name to the consent judgment?
Yes.
Do you have any questions, Ms. Blackwell?
No.
Then ma'am, Mr. Robinson's office will prepare a consent judgment with those terms: $4,934 in rent, $145 in costs. He'll submit it to the court. I will sign it and a copy will be mailed to you at the address we have on record. Is there anything else, Mr. Robinson?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Ms. Blackwell, good luck to you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
This is 2302905 LT Maxwell versus Maurice Reese.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Mr. Reese, you need to unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, hello?
State your name for me, sir.
Maurice Reese.
Mr. Reese, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No, I have not.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go in and speak to Mr. Katz?
No.
Then Mr. Reese, you'll be moved into a breakout room. Mr. Katz will be there shortly. This is 2302902 Maxwell versus Daniel Light.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Mr. Katz, I'm just checking the people in and I'll get them moved into your waiting room. State your name for me, please, sir.
Daniel Light.
Mr. Light, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go in and speak to Mr. Katz?
No.
You'll be moved into a waiting room. Mr. Katz will be there shortly to discuss your case with you. If you reach a resolution, I'll take it on the record when you come out. This is 2302897 LT Maxwell versus Lenice Larkin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Mr. Katz, we're showing posting and court mail. The case was scheduled at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:35. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time requesting to file judgment. As indicated, this was a second mailing by the court. Currently, this is a non-payment rent possession only case. Currently, there's a balance of $2,013 of past due rent, $168 of costs for a total of $2,181. Requesting the default judgment in that amount with writ to be issued after January 2nd.
Default judgment with those terms shall enter. This is 2302894 LT Maxwell versus Lawrence Knight.
Morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Lawrence Knight here.
Thank you. Mr. Knight, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No.
Sir, would you like to speak to an attorney from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you meet with Mr. Katz?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll get you moved into a breakout room with a member from Lakeshore Legal Aid. Two 2302857 LT Maxwell versus Murphy. Ms. Murphy, you had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Katz?
No, I got kicked out of the Zoom meeting when it was going to the breakout room, it pushed me out. So I just called to have somebody let me back in at the court.
Then ma'am, we'll get you moved into that breakout room. He'll be back in there shortly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is 2302887 LT Pinewood Circle versus Shatima Garrett. Ms. Garrett, state your name for the record.
Shatima Garrett.
Ms. Garrett, have you made an application for rental assistance?
No, I haven't.
Would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go in and meet with Mr. Katz?
Yes.
We'll get you moved into the room to meet with a member from Lakeshore. This is 2302892 LT Maxwell versus Janila Norris. Ms. Norris, state your name for the record, please.
Janila Norris.
Janila, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, have you made an application for rental assistance?
Yes, I have.
With what agency, ma'am? Turn your video on.
I went through DHS and they denied me.
Have you made an application with any other agency, ma'am?
No.
Would you like to speak to Lakeshore Legal Aid before you meet with Mr. Katz?
No.
Then, ma'am, you'll get moved into a breakout room. Mr. Katz will be there shortly to discuss your case with you.
Okay.
Ms. Quates, 2302850 LT Wesley versus Quates.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, did you go into the breakout room with Mr. Schlesinger?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you reach an agreement with him?
No, ma'am, because I do not reside at that residence. I actually moved out in October, so.
And no
Mr.
resolution, Your
Schlesinger?
Honor. Yeah, no resolution. You know, my client still has her due and owing rent through the end of December, so I guess we'd request an adjourned date.
This case will be adjourned to December the 27th at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Quates, how did you receive notice of today's hearing if you're not at the property?
I just changed my mailing address at the postal office, which I have done, but she did say that it takes up to 60 days for the mail to change over. So I do have to still go to that address to receive my mail.
Okay, Ms. Quates, before you leave today, you're going to go into a breakout room with Olivia. She is a member of the court staff. You will update your address with her so that notice of the next Wednesday's hearing can be mailed to you at the address where you currently reside.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. I'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Cat, yes.
There was also one more, Judge, that you didn't call to mind to the extent that you care right now. 851, Miss Porter. I'm guessing Shanetta Porter is a Miss Porter.
851. Mr. Schlesinger, I do care. I didn't know that you were here for Mr. Sherbo. This is 2302851 LT Wellesley Townhomes versus Porter.
Yes.
Ms. Porter, you've been sitting here for at least a half an hour. You know the rules
Yes.
now. Turn your video on, state your name for the record.
Yes, ma'am. Shantia Porter.
Ms. Porter, have you made an application for rental assistance?
I didn't because I had paid what was told to be I needed to pay.
So the answer is no.
No.
Ma'am, would you like to speak to a representative from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you go in and speak to Mr. Schlesinger?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll get you moved into their breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Fuller. Two 2302891 LT Pinewood Circle versus Lakeisha Fuller. Ms. Fuller. This is a recall of 2302667 LT Singh versus Shorter. You've had the
Here.
opportunity to speak. Have you reached an agreement?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm gonna apply for the rental assistance and go that route now that I have the summons. We agreed, but I have a question. Will the court costs be included or how does that work?
If Mr. Singh prevails, he's entitled to collect court costs.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, ma'am, what we'll do, Ms. Shorter, we'll adjourn this matter over to next Wednesday, December the 27th at 1:30 p.m. Back at this same Zoom ID. If you make application for rental assistance, you need to file. There's a form that you need to file with the court. So if you make your application, contact the court civil department so that you may get that form filed, okay?
Okay, can I pick up the summons today too? Or?
You didn't receive the summons, how'd you know to come to court?
Well, the paper that they gave me, the DHS is saying that it's not a summons. It's not a summons.
It's actually that is a summon, but they talk about the judgment, I think.
Oh yeah, a judgment. I'm sorry, that's what it was.
Ms. Shorter, you do not need DHS should not be requiring you to produce a judgment. The summons should be sufficient, but they're telling you need the judgment form?
I sent it to my landlord. I showed him the copy and he said that we both came up with that. So it said that it needed a summons, a judgment, or something in writing. I sent them what he sent me, and she just denied me again yesterday, saying that I needed a judgment or something. I just told him about, or a provider ID. I don't even know what that is.
Ms. Shorter, you can come to the court and get a copy of the summons, but if they're telling you you need a judgment, maybe if you speak to Ms. McLemore from Lakeshore, she can provide you some guidance and assistance. Ms. McLemore, if you're available. Or Mr. George.
I mean, it's really okay. I'm just gonna resubmit it again today and see. And then maybe it was because I didn't fill out the form that I was supposed to fill out through you guys. Maybe that's what she meant.
Ms. Shorter, if you would like to speak with us, we can talk to you about that. That is a common misconception with social services about having a judgment, and that's not accurate. Again, if you'd like to, we can speak with you. So if you'd like to join me in a breakout room, if you are if you're don't have much time right now, we can get your number and call you back.
Oh, I can do it now.
Okay. Then Ms. Shorter, go into that breakout room, and when you're done with Ms. McLemore, you're free to go, but you are scheduled to be back here next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m.
Okay,
Mr. Singh, I'll see you at that same date and time, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. Good day.
Mr. Katz.
Yes, sorry, Ron. Your Honor, I have two people that I have consents on, if we want to put those on the record right now.
Absolutely, let's go.
Okay, so let's start with Ms. Carey.
2853, Ms. Carey. That consent, Mr. Katz.
Your Honor, this is a non-payment rent possession case. Currently, there's a balance due of $1,414 of past due rent, $168 of costs for a total of $1,582. Ms. Carey has until January 8th to pay that amount. She was advised of MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit it to the court with her verbal authority.
Ms. Carey, were you able to hear Mr. Katz just now?
Yes.
Was everything he said accurate?
Yes.
Ma'am, you understand the rights you're waiving by entering a consent judgment in this case?
Yes.
And you agree that there's $1,582 owing?
Yes.
And again, because you appear by Zoom, there's not a signed consent. You've authorized Mr. Katz to sign your name to that consent judgment?
Yes.
Ms. Carey, do you have any questions?
No.
Mr. Katz's office will prepare a consent judgment with those terms with your date to pay the amount or vacate the property being January 8th, 2024. That will be submitted electronically. I will sign it and a copy will be mailed to you at the address we have on record. Other than that, ma'am, you're free to go. Good luck to you. Have a wonderful day.
Your Honor, I do see that Miss Larkin, who I believe we did a default on, is now in the courtroom.
Yes, I am here. I'm so sorry for being late. I had got the time confused. I thought it was 9:30 instead of 9:08.
This is 2302897 Maxwell versus Larkin.
Morning, Your Honor, Sidney Katz, on behalf of plaintiff.
I wasn't able to speak with Mr. Katz by himself, but I just had a question about
No,
paying my
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. State your name for me, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Lenice Larkin.
Thank you. Ms. Larkin, the issue is that we start at 9 o'clock. There's a video that we play at 9:15 that explains the rights you have available to you,
Okay.
which is, you missed that part of it. It's okay. We'll get past that. Have you made an application for rental assistance?
No, I actually read the papers and thought about it. I will be able to pay my full balance by January 12th. But if I have to do whatever you guys say, then I have to suck it up and figure some stuff
No,
out.
ma'am, it's not whatever we say. We'll work through this together. So my next question is,
Okay.
would you like to speak to someone from Lakeshore Legal Aid before your case is called?
I'm not sure who Lakeshore Legal Aid is. I'm with the Maxwell.
I understand, ma'am. Lakeshore Legal Aid is the legal aid attorney who might be able to assist you in this matter. Would you like to speak to them before you go in and speak to the attorney from the Maxwell?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll get you moved into a breakout room with someone from Lakeshore Legal Aid.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, ma'am.
Your Honor, I do have another consent. Case 902, Daniel Light.
It's a recall of 2902 Maxwell versus Daniel Light.
Yep, this is Daniel Light. Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff. Your Honor, we did enter into a consent judgment. Terms are as follows. Currently, there is a balance due of $1,172 of past due rent, $168 of costs for a total of $1,340. Mr. Light understands he has until January 2nd to pay that amount. He was advised of MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit this to the court with his verbal authority.
Mr. Light, were you able to hear Mr. Katz just now?
Yes.
Was what Mr. Katz placed on the record an accurate statement of your conversation and agreement with him?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about the rights you're waiving by entering the consent judgment or how this matter is being resolved this morning?
No.
Mr. Katz will prepare a consent judgment that shows $1,172 in rent, $168 in costs, leaving a balance of $1,340 that you will pay or vacate by January 2nd, 2024. Once that's submitted, the court will sign it and the copy will be mailed to you at the address we have on record. Do you have any questions at all, Mr. Light?
No.
That concludes this matter, sir. You're free to go. You have a good day. Good luck to you.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Your
Ms.
Honor, I'm gonna
Martin.
go back to the breakout room, if that's okay with you.
Before you do, we have Ms. Martin, 2302906 LT.
Yes, this is Renisha Martin.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the first hearing of this matter. Ms. Martin, were you here when the video was played?
Yes, I've been here the whole time.
Have you made an application for rental assistance, ma'am?
No.
Would you like to speak to an attorney from Lakeshore Legal Aid before you meet with your, with Mr. Katz?
No, ma'am.
You'll get moved into a breakout room. He will be there in just a moment to discuss your case with you.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you,
Mr.
ma'am.
George.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're labeled like you're with a case. You're not, that's not a good number, is it?
No, it should have changed. I'll go ahead and
That's
get rid
okay.
of
I
that
was
right
looking
now.
at it and I wasn't sure if there was something. Okay.
Yeah, I changed
Mr.
it in the last Zoom that
Schlesinger.
I was in and it didn't stick, I guess.
Was there something else, Mr. Schlesinger? You're muted.
I keep muting myself so I don't do something dumb on the record. I still have two in breakout rooms with legal aid, Mr. Hudson and Miss Porter. So I'm just waiting for them to come back, I believe.
Okay, thank you. Armand Devine?
Judge, he should be with Judge Oakley. He
Mr.
left.
Devine?
Not in our meeting room.
Sir, you're in the wrong courtroom.
Oh,
You should be with Judge Oakley. Do you need his meeting ID number?
oh yes.
If you have paper and pencil, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
491-975-6074.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Murphy?
Yes.
Were you meeting with Mr. Katz?
Yeah, I met with him.
Did you reach an agreement with him?
Yes, we did.
As soon as he comes out, we'll place the terms of that agreement on the record, ma'am.
Okay.
Ms. McLemore, were you ready with something?
No, Your Honor. I just wanted to let the clients know if they wanted to wait or wanted to speak to them to see if they wanted us to call them back. So we've got a couple of intakes that we just still need to speak to. Thank you.
I'm sorry, you had a couple of intakes that?
Again, we need to open a file with and for them to get legal advice.
So we need to adjourn these cases.
Yeah, yes, I believe so.
You didn't sound certain for a moment there.
Well, because I understand, with the whole change, I'm not exactly sure how it works. I know that I think they do this in the Pontiac office, where they do speak with us, then they speak to the opposing counsel, and then if we can reach a resolution, we put it on the record. Unfortunately, we are a little bit backed up because we have to get eligibility first. We have to make sure they're eligible for our services. So they need to speak to a legal assistant before they speak to the attorney. And so we are just now getting to the point that the attorneys can give them legal advice.
I'm showing 4 cases that went to your office for at least intake or preliminary screening, that being Porter, Hudson, Garrett, and Fuller.
Garrett, I think Hudson is ready for legal advice. The intake was just open, and yeah, I don't know, it seems like it's taken quite a bit of time for the file to be opened. Knight is still in with the legal assistant, and Garrett is still in with the legal assistant. I believe Mr. Hudson is now ready for legal advice, and we will be speaking to him. And Ms. Porter and Ms. Larkin have not yet spoken to attorneys, to our attorney. I did try to get their contact information, and so we could contact them later, but both of them indicated that they prefer to wait.
Ms. McLemore, what I was inclined to do was to just adjourn all those matters over to 145 on the 27th. So that the one case was Mr. Swessinger, that would be Porter.
Actually, Mr. Hudson was too, Judge.
And then I keep Mr. Hudson, I had to write in, and I keep Swessinger. And then Mr. Swessinger would know that those 2 cases were being adjourned to that same 145 next Wednesday. And then you have contact with him or his office so that you don't have to sit in this main session waiting for those adjournments to happen, is where I'm getting.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay. Mr. Swessinger. So for Porter and for Hudson, we'll put them over to 145 next Wednesday, the 27th.
Sounds good, Judge.
And we'll figure out why Mr. Hudson didn't show up I'll fix that later on. And then Ms. McLemore, the same thing for Garrett and for Fuller. Those are Sidney Katz cases. Those will be 145 next Wednesday.
Okay.
Your Honor, we did have one other person in the waiting room, Lenice Larkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. George. And those will be the five Lakeshore case. Well, Lakeshore screenings will be 145. And okay. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Your Honor.
Have a good day, Mr. Swessinger. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Judge. Have a great day. Have a good Christmas, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
So, Your Honor, with those cases, are the breakout rooms going to be able to stay open so that we may be able to communicate with them today?
Absolutely. Marianne will leave them open even after we shut down our part of it. We'll stop streaming and stop recording, and you can use those breakout rooms.
Okay. Are there any other clients that we would need that possibly may need legal advice today?
No, ma'am. Everyone has been checked in. Anyone who comes right now is considered untimely and will be adjourned over to next Wednesday anyway.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Katz. Uh, 2892 with Ms. Norris, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, this is going to be a consent judgment, if I could put the terms on the record.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is a non-payment rent possession case. Currently, there's a balance due of $3,158 of past due rent, $168 of cost, for a total of $3,326. Ms. Norris has until January 2nd to either pay that amount or move out, which she indicates she plans on moving out. She was advised of MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit this to the court with her verbal authority.
Ms. Norris, were you able to hear Mr. Cash just now?
Yes.
Is everything he said accurate?
Yes.
And ma'am, you wish the court to sign the consent judgment showing that there's $3,326 due?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that you'll pay this amount or vacate by January 2nd?
Yes.
Do you have any questions this morning, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Cass will submit that consent judgment. The court will sign it and a copy will be mailed to you at the address we have on record. You're free to go. You have a good day. Good luck to you.
Me too.
Hello,
Mr. Katz.
this is Ms. Fuller. Fuller?
Yes, Ms. Fuller.
I'm so sorry. I had got disconnected twice, and I'm just trying to let know that I will have my money in, all my money on the 29th.
Ms. Fuller, Mr. Katz, for Ms. Fuller in 2891 and Garrett in 2887, those cases are being adjourned over to 145 next Wednesday. They're screening a meeting with Lakeshore Legal Aid.
Your Honor, if I'm sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Ms. Fuller decided that she did not want to speak to us.
Oh.
So she just wanted to speak to Mr. Katz. I apologize for that, Your Honor.
No worries.
I'm sorry.
Then we'll get her into a breakout room with Mr. Katz. Mr. Katz, it's a little after 10 right now.
Yep.
We're not going to spend too much longer. If you're able to, we're going to have those people come out. We'll adjourn the cases and it'll give you an opportunity to speak to them between now and next Wednesday. We'll give you maybe 10 more minutes to go in.
Okay, I do have one more consent with Ms. Murphy, and then Mr. Reese is going to be adjourned till next week.
Mr. Murphy.
Miss Murphy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Reese.
Yes.
Sir, your case is being adjourned over to next Wednesday, the 27th at 1:30.
Okay.
Notice will be mailed to you at the address we have on record. It will be the same Zoom ID, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day, Mr. Reese.
Oh, you as well.
Thank you. Miss Murphy. 2857.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff, Your Honor. Ms. Murphy and I did enter into a consent judgment. This is a non-payment rent possession only case. Currently, there's a balance due of $937 of past due rent, $168 of cost, for a total of $1,105. Ms. Murphy understands she has until January 2nd to pay that amount. She was advised of MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit this to the court with her verbal authority.
Ms. Murphy, were you able to hear Mr. Cash just now? Ma'am?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry.
Were you able to hear Mr. Katz?
Yes, I was.
Was everything he said accurate?
Yes.
You wish the court to enter a consent judgment showing a total of $1,105 with the pay or vacate date of January 2nd, 2024?
Yes.
And you've authorized Mr. Cass to sign your name to that agreement?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at all this morning, ma'am?
No.
Then, ma'am, that concludes this matter. You're free to go. Good luck to you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I think I do have a few defaults left. Is that correct?
You have 2885 Pinewood Circle versus Queen Gregory.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, this had second mailing. At this time, requesting a default judgment. Can I put that on the record?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you. Your Honor, this is a non-payment rent possession case. Currently, there's a balance due of $362 of past due rent, $168 of costs, for a total of $530 at this time, requesting a default judgment in that amount with the writ to be issued after January 2nd.
Default judgment will enter in that amount. There's 2302893 LT Maxwell versus Terrence Williams.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, this is a non-payment rent possession case. This case had second mailing by the court, this time requesting a default judgment. Currently, there's a balance due of $1,412 of past due rent, $168 of cost, for a total of $1,580, requesting a default judgment in that amount with the writ to be issued after January 2nd.
Thank you. Default judgment shall enter. There was personal service in addition to there being court service of this matter. This is 232895 LT Maxwell versus Ronaldo Copeland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff. Your Honor, this was a case with second mailing, non-payment of rent possession only. Currently, there's a balance due of $862 of past due rent, $168 of cost, for a total of $1,030, requesting a default judgment in that amount with the writ to be issued after January 2nd.
Thank you, sir. Default judgment shall enter with those terms.
I think there's one more. Yes. 907.
There's 2907 Maxwell versus Cameron Prather. It's 10:08 by the court's clock. Case was scheduled at 8 o'clock. Defendant has failed to appear. There was posting and court mailing. How would you like to proceed, sir?
Your Honor, at this time, requesting a default judgment. Currently, there's a balance due of $1,757 of past due rent, $168 of cost, for a total of $1,925. Requesting a default judgment in that amount with the writ to be issued after January 2nd.
Default judgment shall enter. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and I'll go back to my breakout room. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Porter?
Hello?
Ma'am, did you speak to someone from Lakeshore Legal Aid?
No, I haven't. She said that it was gonna be a minute and no one came to the thing yet.
Okay, ma'am, let's get you back in with them. You were in the, after you get done speaking with them, ma'am, you'll be free to go. Your case is going to be adjourned to next Wednesday at 1:45. Okay? Ms. Martin, did you reach an agreement with Mr. Katz?
Yes, I did.
Mr. Katz, this is 2906 with Ms. Martin. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we do have a consent judgment. Currently, this is a non-payment rent possession case. Currently, there is a balance due of $1,199 of past due rent, $168 of cost, for a total of $1,367. Ms. Martin understands that she has until January 2nd to pay that amount. She was advised by MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit this to the court with her verbal authority.
Ms. Martin, were you able to hear Mr. Katz just now?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, was that an accurate statement of your agreement with him?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at all regarding this matter?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Katz will submit a consent judgment with those terms showing you owe a total of $1,361, that you'll pay that amount or vacate by January 2nd. Copy will be mailed to you at the address we have on record. Ms. Martin, you're free to go. Good luck to you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
And Your Honor, Ms.
Thank
Fuller
you.
needs to be pulled into the courtroom. She's on a phone, I think.
I don't see her. What happened?
We got a consent, but let me see if I could, she probably hung up. Okay. And then I see, do you want me to put the consent on the record? What do you want me to do with her?
Well, she's not here. It's 10:15. I'm closing the
Okay.
session. We'll renotice it for next Wednesday at 1:30.
Okay, and then I've got 3 others that I guess are also going to be Larkin, Knight, and Garrett.
Correct.
Okay, perfect.
1:45.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. I'll see you next week. Have a happy holiday.
Thank you, Mr. Katz. Have a good day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Mary Ann, that concludes our docket. We'll stop streaming and stop recording. We'll allow Lakeshore to continue what they're doing in the